So yeah, those two different re-entries, even though we are experimenting with them to make certain that they worked correctly and everything, that's kind of basic housekeeping kind of stuff. That's maintenance work for this aspect of the space program. What I'm actually interested in is really getting into some of the differences, some of the detail of exactly what it means to be working with this whole Rescaled system, where everything is 6.4 times larger than in the stock game. Let's say that I want to go to the first most obvious destination would be the moon. If you're playing in the stock game, then there are, and there have been for years at this point, plenty of resources that you can find that tell you exactly how to get there. There are multiple different kinds of Delta V maps that tell you exactly how much Delta V to design your vehicles with, and when to burn and how to get there. Even if you go with the real solar system mod, with the much more commonly used the 10 time scale, the one that makes a Kerbin actual to be an analog of Earth, and the moon an analog of Earth's moon. Again, there's more people are playing it. I understand why that version is so attractive. There's a lot more resources that you can find. I don't have that. At this point, I don't know how much Delta V will it take my vehicle to get to the moon. How much Delta V would it take to land, to take off, to come back. That's for the first, most obvious destination, let alone let's not even beginning to consider all these, where everything is different. So, we're actually going to have to get into doing a little bit of engineering. This is the design phase of this whole project. My plan here is, one of the reasons why I was putting this space station up here is now that I have see, the maneuver node system doesn't realize that my space station has no engines. Doesn't matter. So I can set this up. What I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of an unmanned mission. I'm thinking of sending a probe, probably a small rover. I want to send it to the moon. I'm thinking like a baby Apollo mission, a probe Apollo. Yeah, we'll call it baby Apollo for now. I want to send an unmanned probe to the moon. It's going to be probably on a rover. I want it to move around a little bit. It's going to be a sample return mission. I don't want it to just go there and broadcast. I want it to go there, scoop up some dirt and some rocks, and I want it to return that sample to Kerbin. I'm doing this mostly in order to practice, to make certain that I do understand how to manipulate, how to use this entire maneuver node system, especially utilizing the extended features in the precise node mod, in order to figure out exactly how to do this. So first, we'll put our orbit out there. I'll use the precise node mod. We do have in the stock game, they changed it so that, see, if we go like here, you can like move an entire orbit ahead or behind, but what if I don't want an entire orbit? What about partial orbits? And I always thought that clicking and dragging it along the, along the orbital path was maybe kind of a crude way of going about doing it. So here, we'll just use the precise node editor. Means that it changes the keypad with the number pad on my keyboard. I can just keep on pushing 3, and that advances the time that it's doing this burn in increments of 10. What is it, like 10 minutes? 10 seconds? I think it's in the 10 seconds. All right, there we go. So that is approaching something. So I want to set this up first for, see, this is where I want my orbit to cross on the other side of the moon. Here we go. Okay, so I think I probably want a little more thrust to that, don't I? Yeah, now we've got a periapsis up there. Let's try incrementing it backwards some. Let's go to a smaller unit. of time. Yeah, close enough. All right, cool. Okay, so yeah, that should give us a pair of handgun. We can switch to... There we go. So there is a very, very close flyby of the moon. Right up there, just barely above 100 kilometers. Ain't that cool? Okay, and so that this whole system, the way... Oh, a second. I suppose I need to turn some of this on. Yeah, 2290. So this tells me that to first get to the moon's sphere of influence, it's going to cost me 2,290 meters per second. Now let's go and add a second maneuver node right here. Okay, and this one will burn retrograde, right? Yeah. Bang. There we go. Let's aim for like a circular orbit. Periapsis is dropping? Not yet. Periapsis is moving a little bit. Don't let that drop too much. Can we change the time on this a little bit? Will this cause bad things to happen? Oop, hang on. Scrolled a little bit too much. I do like this feature of just scrolling on it to make those numbers move. That is excellent. Scrolling on the mouse wheel. Okay, so that is 2 maneuver nodes set up to get us into a low circular orbit above the moon. I like that. And I suppose we could set it up just to go immediately for a landing, but I don't want to do that. I want to be able to select a decent landing site. Okay, so with the precise node editor, we can do trip info. And so what that is costing us 2,300 meters per second to get to the moon, and then another 780 meters per second to get into orbit around it. So yeah, 3070. Here, where'd my other mod go? Let's pull my notepad. Here we go. This is not log adventure. This is going to be what, list notes? No, that's right. That's just opening that up. This is going to be yeah, we'll call this. Oh, come on. I thought I was typing on that. Baby. Apollo plan. Oops, Apollo. Sometimes I can't type plan. Okay, so let's say, yeah, let's go low carbon orbit to moon orbit equals, and we'll go ahead and we'll give ourselves how much extra delta V to say give us like ourselves like 5%. I like this idea. 30. Oh, I thought I could use my number pad for that. Is that not going to work? Here. All right. I could have sworn the number pad worked on this before. Yeah, 3070 times 1.05. So we'll call it 32. Well, I like rounding these numbers off, always estimating slightly high. There we go. Give it some units just to keep things on the same. 3225. Good. Save. All right, cool. Here, let's keep that over there. Keep that over there. Screen's starting to get kind of cluttered. I suppose we don't need our trip info right then. All right, so 3,225 meters per second at delta V in order to get into a low orbit around the moon. Now, let's see what it would take to land from here. Let's give ourselves another maneuver node. Let's say we burn retrograde. I'm just going to watch this periapsis. Click on that. And let's drop that periapsis down to the surface. Actually, just above the surface. Actually, 4,000 may be good. Or we keep in mind some of these mountains and stuff. Interesting the way some of these numbers jump around a little bit. Okay, so how much is that one? Let's, editing node, this is node number 3. Here we go. Okay, so what is this one? Yeah, 22. And now I'll go and I'll put another maneuver node over here. Right at the periapsis. Add maneuver node. And this time I want to burn retrograde. I want to kill all of that. Kill all the motion completely. Yeah, it's up there about 6,000. Let's try that. Barely any change there. But it might give us something more to work with here. Here, let's continue to, let's go even further. I just want to get that orbital path up above the surface where I can see it. Periapsis is up there like 35, huh? But still, that's hardly any change to that. Okay, so that was editing maneuver node 3. Now we'll put maneuver node 4 right here. And we'll burn retrograde. Here's, and you can watch the way that arc moves. So we kill, yeah, kill that all the way to nothing. Here, I want to be able to click on, no, I want to be able to click on the apoapsis so that number stays visible. Thank you. Now let's edit this node. Drop that down to the surface. Just like that. Good. Okay, so maneuver node 3. Got 23. We'll just round up some. We'll call it like, we'll call it like 25 meters per second. Maneuver 4. Got quite a bit because that's killing all our relative motion. All right, so 1379. Yeah, 24. So we'll call it 1400 at least. Yeah, we want to add a little bit extra because this is assuming like perfectly efficient way to go about doing this, right? So yeah, here. Oh, come on! I keep on trying to type it. I swear that I typed on that once and it worked, and you can't do that either. Here, all right. I'll tell you what. We'll give it like 15% this time. All right, 1610. Here we go. So follow my logic here. As we're dealing with, there's no atmosphere, so dealing with the vacuum, there's no atmospheric factors that we need to come into the thing. So the amount of delta V it takes to land on this thing should be very roughly equal to what it takes to take off from the moon and get back into lunar orbit. Am I correct about that? I think I am. Hope I am. So yeah, so we'll just say this. Maybe that's a real fallacy in logic there, but yeah. So moon to orbit equals that's another 1610 meters per second. And then we can go, see, I don't know how, I can't think of how to manipulate these maneuver nodes in such a way as to simulate taking off from the surface reliably and getting into orbit. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to kill this maneuver node here. I'm also going to kill this maneuver node here, as these are the ones I'm concerned with landing. Let's say that let's give ourselves another maneuver node here. Let's kill that trip info. because that's not going to be quite, yeah, it's not going to make sense for us anymore. Let's give it right here. Let's add another maneuver node. This time we're going to burn prograde. This is the burn in order to get from the moon back, from lunar orbit back to Kerbin. Alright, that hit Kerbin's sphere of influence. So let's go like backwards and forward. Oh, what? Now this is working. Now when I didn't want it to. Here, stop that. I was wanting to highlight in this thing. There we go. Okay, close the calculator. That's going to be a problem. Oh, hang on. This is not working out well. It's not appreciating what I'm doing. Oh, that's because I was editing node 1. Damn it. That is not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do at all. Oh, is there an undo function on this? That would be really excellent. I was messing around with the wrong one. Alright, brief. Okay, yeah, a brief timeout while I rebuild a bunch of this stuff. Alright, so I made a mistake. Went back and did some work on it. Okay, so we've reconstructed pretty much where we were. Now let's go ahead and set this up. Again, I'm be burning from a lunar orbit. I want to be burning prograde. I'm deliberately putting that out in a weird direction for now. Alright, so this is, let me see, which maneuver node are we editing? This is the mistake I made last time, editing maneuver node 3. This is the burn in order to get back to Kerbin. Now let's go and let's move our time forward and backwards. So we come up with a, here, let's clear that out. Let's actually close the calculator again, so it doesn't confuse things with having a whole bunch of numbers show up. I'm just playing with the time for this maneuver node, as well as the thrust amount. Here, let's change our focus. No, hang on. There it goes. Make certain we're still editing the correct maneuver node. And we'll get something that comes back here. I want it just to go straight and re-enter. Oh, hang on. About like that. Yeah, so I know it'll re-enter. It'll slow down. Alright, cool. So, okay, so what is this one? So, from moon surface to lunar orbit, 1610 meters per second, and that's another 700 in order to get back to Kerbin. So, but again, we want to be doing our extra fudge factors. I'm just kind of guessing. This one, do we want to do like another 5% on there? 735 meters per second. Yeah, 4835 plus 1610 plus, what was that, or is it plus 735? Oh, I guess this machine isn't smart enough to do it, work it that way. Okay, hang on. 4835 plus 1610 equals 6,445 plus 735, 7,180. Wow, I think we may have figured it out, you know? We may have actually got something working here. So that is what I'm going to attempt to put together. Okay. Well, that's cool. That was fun. That's what I was looking forward to doing. And I guess the next step, which I'm not really doing right now, but like on the next episode, the next exciting episode of Kerbal Space Program, we'll be actually putting together a baby Apollo an unmanned Apollo kind of thing in order to put this whole mission together. I thought hitting P was supposed to hide that. There we go. planet's still there. Looking forward to it. I'll talk to you then. Goodbye.